Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, my awesome wildflowers. Let's see what April has in store for you. Okay, the overall energy is all about partnership. All right, we have Emu Bush. So partnerships all round are getting better. They're on the mend and they're on their way to success at the start of April, continuing through. All right, so Emu Bush is actually love as well, and you can see that from the pink, as well as business. So super positive card to start our April read with. Ooh, we've got possibilities that coming out. So if there's anybody that you've actually got your eye on, I would go for it. All right, you've got the sort of energy in the air now that all these eclipses and over as well. April is actually very, Venus is still in retrograde, I think, for a week at the time of this reading. But you've got I was going to say green light, but it almost feels like a red light. I can feel a lot of passion coming in for somebody. I'm not sure who that is. Hopefully a lot of you, actually. And I said passion. And we've got rabbit orchid, which is abundance, okay? So there's going to be a lot of loving going on. Now, of course, abundance here does mean abundance in wealth too, and it's really a jump out of this mindset of, I think you have been in a bit of financial, not difficulty, but you've been totally tight on your finances. Okay, some of you may have been out of work, had a lot of bills come in, you just kind of really been, struggling like most of us, I suppose, with the cost of living crisis. Not that I like to put that out. We're definitely coming out of that energetically, collectively, no matter what's going on and what you're reading in the news. In fact, I would steer away from the news. If anything, we're jumping out of that with Easter coming, and this card is so strong. But talking about back to passion, rabbit orchid, definitely a fertility card for anyone that's not wanting to get pregnant, because there's going to be a lot of hoo-ha. Be mindful, and if you are, please enjoy yourselves. Okay. What else did I want to say about this? Yes, very important. Sorry, I'll keep going. But this flower, this rabbit orchid as such, does not bloom unless it's been burnt first. There are two cards like that in this deck, in the Australian Wildflower deck. So I know you've been through it, all right? So it's kind of like Easter. It's kind of like this rebirth. It is definitely the spring card of you coming out of that difficult time, like literally being burnt, all right? Now, we've got native geranium here, which is protection. This has also been brought on because Spirit's just gone, you've had enough. You've done your time, all right? It's particular with love. Like, yes, money too, but I can see, you can see you've got a lot of, in fact, all these cards are pink flowers. Okay, so you've been super hard on yourself about this. You've been super wondering what it is about you. Have you been cursed? Why do you always, why do things always go the same way in love? You have learnt yourself to start putting your foot down and being more compassionate and just enjoying life a little bit more. But native geranium is really beautiful to get, because it's just saying that Spirit is now looking after you so that this sort of issues don't come through. So that wildflower is kind of the flower you bring through with you from now on, in terms of being protected from the same shit or the same type of relationship you've had in the past. Let's go one more, and then I might do a little bit of tarot for you lovely people, because, I know you love it. Let's see. Ooh, anyone that has been in separation with someone and who wants to resolve it, that is now possible, and it's going to unwind. You can see this is kind of like a tree spider orchid, because it has these kind of like fronds that are like spidery legs, okay? It's going to unravel really naturally. You're not actually going to have to put too much effort in because of this protection, all right? You just need to set the intention. You just need to keep loving you, babe, right? And you've even got that these are still pink flowers. So it's very much about the more you love yourself. I know you hear this all the time, but the more you love yourself, right, which you're doing, okay, so I'm not telling you to do it, just keep going with that, because that's what's bringing this all on. All right, some pretty nice messages there from the wildflowers. What have we got tarot-wise for you lovely people? Let's clarify some of that. But what normally happens is the wildflowers are, you know, there and they support the tarot. So we'll see. Jesus, there's so much coming out here so fast. Good God, you don't know what I've got on this table and I'm going to show you. Okay, Knight of Wands, all right, you absolutely deserve a lot of fun. Anyone waiting for your fun lover to return, or you're the fun in a relationship to return, that's certainly on the way. There is someone at a distance here, okay, Three of Wands. So this is Aries season again, like